You guys seem to really enjoy the Mario Kart prediction video we did a couple of weeks ago. Now we're back because as of recording this, Nintendo Direct was 2 days ago?
Yep.
It was 2 days ago.
Not that long ago.
Not that long ago. And a lot, I would say arguably one of the best Directs we've had
in a while.
I would say. Just for us personally, because I know if people are into like Zelda or whatever in the last Direct, then they'll go, yeah, that one's better. But this one was shocking.
It was shocking.
It was shocking. The main shocking part of it was that there was Pokemon in
There
it.
was Pokemon.
Because usually...
Now, before we get going,
Yes.
I read something this morning.
Right.
Apparently there's going to be a Pokemon Presents in 2 weeks' time.
In 2 weeks' time.
Yeah.
But they've just announced all of the Pokemon things in the one Direct we just had.
Yeah.
So what are they going to say about in the next one in 2 weeks?
I don't know, that's just what I read.
Gen 5 remakes? But anyway, before we get into that, we'll probably do another podcast.
They'll say Pokemon Sleep is now released.
I'll be all that stuff, won't it? But yeah, so the first thing in the Direct was about Pokemon Sword and Shield, which was kind of weird because in Nintendo Direct, we're going into Nintendo Direct. I wasn't expecting any Pokemon news. I thought, Pokemon Direct will be in like next month, it'll be fine. But no, it says, oh yeah, Sword and Shield DLC is coming soon. It's like, yeah,
Sword
okay.
and Shield?
It's not Sword and Shield. Scarlet Violet. Why did I say Sword and Shield? That's the gem before. But yeah, we've got some more news about the good old Scarlet and Violet.
Well, the main thing that we saw was it started and it basically highlighted the first part of the DLC. And
the first one, which was the...
like,
what's it called?
Teal Mask.
Teal Mask, yes.
And we're like, in that, why are you really showing us that?
Yeah, because we know that it's coming soon. Teal was coming out in autumn, I think, and the
other one's winter.
Other ones in winter. So I thought that's a bit weird to have like month. It would. In my head, I thought it makes sense to do summer and winter, or do autumn and spring. But I don't know. It's Pokemon. We never know.
The first one.
But the Teal Mask one is. Have you got the site up?
Says, step out of the Paldea region as you take a school trip to the land of Kitakami.
Kitakami, yeah.
So, obviously, you're leaving Paldea.
Yeah, so it's probably like a little island off the coast of it.
Off the coast, possibly. Yeah. And there's going to be different Pokemons on that island, probably, because it's not Paldea.
It's not Paldea. But the thing is, right, they're adding Pokemon that aren't in the game, which obviously were in the game previously and stuff. Because I remember watching in the trailer, normal Wooper. Yeah. Not the brown one, not the new Paldea one, normal Woopers. And there's loads more back. Joking Happy Golurk's back, I think. Zeb Striker's back. All that kind of stuff are back, so it's kind of cool.
But where's Bidoof?
Bidoof? Still unknown. He could be back. He probably will be back, let's be honest.
There's 230 new Pokemon coming back.
Yeah, so there will be. There's enough in the new game already. So it makes sense.
You've just taken a school trip to Kitakami.
Kitakami.
And you'll meet new people and new Pokemon.
Yes.
So does that sound like these new 230 Pokemon could only be found in the DLC?
Yes.
Or will it be everywhere?
No, if you have the DLC, you'll be able to only get them on that island in the game, I reckon. Yeah. And it also makes us believe that they will be... Obviously, we've seen new Pokemon. Like, new Pokemon.
We have.
And I feel like they're going to add more Paldea... Not Paldea forms. What are they called? My brain has got... Brain fart moment. What are they called?
I know what you mean.
From Area Zero. I can't remember what they're called. My brain's lost it. Like the future and the past mons. You know
Iron Valley.
Iron Valley, all that kind of stuff.
Iron stuff. I can't remember what it is. The others.
I can't remember what they're called. I'm going to be so roasted in the comments for that. But you know what I mean. Like the primal stuff and the future stuff. I feel like they're going to add more Pokemon to that in the future. That's probably what they'll probably start leaking out in the direct in a couple of weeks. But there are 3 new Pokemon in the Teal region.
Yes, so let me just finish the actual Teal region.
Right, okay.
So, you've met new people, you've met new Pokemon.
Yes.
And you're trying to unravel the mystery behind the area's folk tales.
Yeah.
So you're kind of trying to see if they're real or not.
Folk tales. I feel like it's going to be like in... Oh, you didn't play Sun and Moon, right?
Yeah.
Was kind of that kind of vibe where they're all old tribal. Each legendary was like its own protector of the island and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like it's going that route again for it.
Well, I feel that it's more the Scarlet side of things, if you get me.
The past.
The past.
I can see that. And
when
then
we move
the
on to the
second
next one is the future.
It's the future. I can see that happening, yeah, because obviously Sun and Moon was all about old legendaries where they all came together and they all made the islands and all that kind of stuff. So I feel like that's the route they're going to go down. With the obviously the legendary they've announced already, which is the Teal mask thing.
So in the Teal mask, you'll meet these heroes from Kitakami, a
Yes.
trio of Pokemon who protect the land in the past.
Yes. I feel like every generation has their 3 Pokemon, because in Gen 1 obviously you've got Moltres, Zapdos, Articuno, you've got the Reggies, you've got the Lake Spirits in Gen 4, you've got the Horses in Gen 5, you've got, just each generation has its 3. I feel like these are the 3 for Scarlet and Violet. Now, as you can see on screen right now, there are 3 different ones. Yes. There's a bird one, there's a blue monkey,
yeah,
and the green one's a dog.
Yeah, there's Okidogi.
Okie
Okidogi.
dokie.
There's Monkey Dory.
That's all Monkey Dory. That's Hunky Dory, eh?
Yeah.
Monkey Dory.
So we've got Okidoki.
Yeah.
Hunky Dory.
And
Pheasant Pity.
Phasantipy.
Phasandipiti.
I thought you're trying to go for pheasant / something else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looking at the Mons though, can you show me a picture on your tablet so I can have a look? I feel like they're all going to be dark type, and then each one's going to be. I feel like the bird's going to be dark psychic. I feel like the monkey's going to be dark water or dark ice, and then the dog's going to be grass. Just based on colours.
Yeah.
Just based on the colours.
All you base it?
That's all you can base on right now, because we still don't know much about them. But I feel like in the next trailer we'll find out more about them, like
possibly,
typings, what abilities
or they
they've
might
got.
go, oh wait, here's 3 for.
Or that. Or
But I
might,
doubt. I mean,
I think I'll focus on the Teal one and then just shove all of the second one, literally later on down the line. Because that first one comes out in fall, so it'll probably be around. Knowing Nintendo, that's probably going to be around August, September time, and then fall's usually about November-ish. So if the fall one's November, it'll be 3 months before November, which will be August. I feel like it'll come out late August time, I reckon, early September, and then the other one will come out early December, late November time. Yes.
Yes. So the second one is the main highlight, really, of. Well, apart from the 3 Pokemon.
Got the 3 new Pokemon, yeah.
This one's the main highlight because we've not heard about this completely at all.
I think we only found out the name and the main legendary, basically, about this one.
So the story continues as you become an exchange student and visit an academy. Do you know what the academy's called?
I think I read it was Blueberry.
Yeah. Blueberry. Most of this unusual school is located under the ocean.
Under the sea.
And its curriculum emphasises Pokemon battling. Emphasis. stupid American writing.
So basically, so the first one's about like tribal getting to is like a school trip.
Yeah.
The second one is going to a new school and learning about underwater battling.
Yes.
So I feel like there's going to be a lot of new water / Pokemon in that one.
Yeah, for definite.
For sure. And then obviously there'll be more like tropically ones in that one. But the thing is, right, I feel like there'll be more like prehistoric mons in the jungly one.
Yeah.
But I don't feel how that all the like futuristic like robotic ones will be under the sea. Unless they're all like submarine-ish or like that kind of boat-ish and you know all that kind of stuff really. Like turning like a trying to think of a Gyarados into like looks more like a big old battleship or something like that. I don't know. You know, just a generic water type. There'll be a water type that looks like a boat and one that looks like a submarine, 100%.
No, definitely.
They'll make a ship.
Because obviously they've got Reverie or whatever is it?
A car.
Car.
Yeah, I feel
So
like they're going to be futuristic. Even if it's like a torpedo, even though there is some torpedo ones already, but like more futuristic ones kind of thing. I feel like that's going to happen. And then the tropical ones will be like, you know, your grass types, your bug types and all that kind of stuff. I feel like we'll get loads of primal ones as well. Maybe a few fairies and chuck in there, you know.
Some more dinosaurs.
Oh, there could be, a lot more dinosaurs in the primal one, then the future ones will be like...
Or like more crocodile Pokemon or stuff like that.
Oh, you get a futuristic crocodile, get for alligator. They could do for alligator, they could do crocodile, they could do all sorts. All sorts of things they can play around with there. Interesting to see what actually will come out from them.
Obviously, is there going to be something more significantly different between the two because you have to buy the right DLC?
I thought you just bought the DLC as a package.
No, you have to buy one for Violet and one for Scarlet. They're separate.
What do you mean they're separate? So if you
go onto the Nintendo shop.
So if you have Violet, you can only buy one of them.
If you have Violet, you have both of them.
Right.
But you have to buy them separately.
Oh, there's one for Violet, one for Scarlet.
Yes.
I see. I feel like they might.
So if you go on a Nintendo eShop and you accidentally buy the wrong one, then you're fucked.
You're sort of screwed, really. I feel like what they're going to do is going to be the same as what they do in normal games, where some Pokemon are in Scarlet, some are in Violet. You'll have to trade across to get them all. Like there'll be all of the primal one. Maybe they'll do a mix of both. So there'll be primal and futuristic in each bit. And Violet will get the futuristic ones, the primal, and Scarlet will get all the primal ones.
But then there'll be some in the middle.
And then obviously all of like maybe your Zeb Strikers are only in Scarlet, and maybe your other Mons are in Violet only, and you have to trade them across to get them to Pokédex. You'd have to have friends and all that kind of stuff. I feel like that's probably the way they're going to do it. I think that's going to be the only difference between the two.
Yeah.
Will be just each one will have different Mons in it.
Or is it because is it that, or is it just they don't know how to code them both into one? Like,
well, that shouldn't be a thing because there was DLC in Sword and Shield, and I don't think that was the same.
Okay.
I feel like you just buy one and it was in both of them, and that was the last one on Switch. So
okay,
it's got to be that. It's got to be that. It's got to be different Mons. That's the only thing I can think of that would be different.
And that is basically everything.
That's pretty much all we know from the DLC.
Yes.
From that, but the funny thing is, right, in a direct before, they'll just talk about that. There won't be any other Pokemon news in this direct.
And then
a couple of games later,
bam,
they just started showing Pokemon, and I heard this very deep voice. I thought, what is this? Out of nowhere, wasn't this? No one was expecting this.
No.
A sequel to Detective Pikachu. Which is
your initial thought was, didn't sound like Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, that's not Ryan Reynolds. But they're making a Detective Pikachu sequel. It's called Detective Pikachu Returns.
Yes, it is.
So the first thing I thought about this was, This means they're going to make a sequel to Detective Pikachu, the movie.
Probably.
Maybe. Just maybe. But yeah, so I never played the 3DS game. Or the original. I've seen people play it. It's kind of... It's basically if you cross Professor Layton and Pokemon.
Yeah.
It's got that kind of vibe. But it's not as hard puzzles.
No.
They're like really simple puzzles because they're aimed for children. Obviously, it's a children's game. But I feel like more people are going to buy this one because A, the film hype.
Yeah.
Which the film... When did the film come out? 2016?
It's got to be a long while ago because it was shown... It premiered on BBC Christmas. So it's got to be a good few years.
I think it was 16. I think. No! 17. It was... I remember seeing it at uni. But I don't think it was my last year at uni. I think it was my second to last. I think
2019.
19! Okay, it was my last year at uni. Okay. So it only came out 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Wild. It feels like it's been out for longer than that.
Yeah,
It really has. So they've got to make a sequel now. It's been 4 years. So yeah.
Probably. They might have already made it.
Oh, that would have been leaked. Ryan Reynolds would have said something by now if it was happening. Oh, he's too busy running Wrexham, so he can't be doing next Pikachu.
No, but no,
and Deadpool's coming out.
Yeah, and well, I mean, he probably would have said something about it because the Christmas film in like September is doing TikToks in like the studio, etc.
Yeah.
So
maybe it'll be. Oh yeah. Maybe it'll happen. Maybe one day. But yeah.
Now the website doesn't have a lot of information about the game.
Well, there wasn't really much in the trailer. They're just showing clips and stuff, weren't it? Just a teaser for it.
Literally, it just goes back on the case. Detective Pikachu returns, launches on 6th of October.
October. Yeah.
Goes, welcome to Rhyme City.
Was the first one in Rhyme
Humans and
City?
Pokemon live side by side. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's a film based in Rhyme City, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought they just. Okay.
Pikachu works together with its partner.
Mm.
We hope you look forward to the mystery adventure. That's it.
That's all we know.
We basically know. It doesn't tell us anything because basically
it's a sequel.
It's
to
a
the
sequel.
same place.
It's a sequel. It's the same place. If you watch the film, you'll know the concept as well.
Is it based off the film? Because I think I saw Mewtwo and stuff.
Mewtwo was on the trailer for this game.
Yeah. So is it basically the story from the film?
The first one might have been. I don't know.
No, the first. I don't think the first one was, because the first one came out in. Like a couple of years before the film came out.
Well,
I think the 3DS game, because that was pre-Switch days.
Yeah.
And Switch has been out for like 4 or 5 years at this point. So no,
like 5.
about 4 or 5, yeah. So, like I said, never played the first game, so can't really comment on like what we want to see from the what we want to see from the game, but it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
I can see someone like a Fossil making me play it, like the original first.
Yeah.
Over the summer, and then if it does well, I might get the second one. But it's one of those, isn't it? I feel like it's one of those spin-off games which didn't do as well as the others. Because when you think of Pokemon spin-off games, you think of Mystery Dungeon, you think of Snap, you think of they're the main two. Pokemon Go, Pokemon Ranger. You've got Pokemon Conquest, which no one really people heard of. There's all sorts of Pokemon spin-offs. Unite, there's loads.
Pokemon Sleep.
Pokemon Sleep, exactly. I feel like Detective Pikachu is going to be one of those games.
I don't even know why Pokemon Sleep exists. It literally goes, you slept like a Snorlax last night.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I feel like I don't think it's going to do as well as they think. It's going to be one of those games people play and then just like...
I think if they announced, oh yeah, there's going to be a Detective Pikachu 2 film, and then release the game.
Yeah, that would have been better. And then have the game be not the same as the film, but have like bits of it in it. I feel like that would have worked better. But yeah, that's
it for Pokemon news,
really. For Pokemon news, really, at this stage.
In a week or two,
if there is if there is a Pokemon Direct, we'll give you more info on that, but there's not really much we learn from other than the 3 new Mons. It's coming out in October. I feel like the DLC will come out roughly the same time the first one as the Detective Pikachu game.
And yeah, that's it.
That's about it, really. So let us know in the comments about what your predictions are for the DLC and or Detective Pikachu 2 Returns, whatever.
Do you think there's going to be film on it?
Do you think there'll be a film coming out as well in the future? Let us know. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next podcast because there's many more things to talk about in Nintendo Direct.
Mario.
This Direct was heavily Mario, so we'll be talking a lot about that in the next podcast. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next one.